Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be reviewing and unboxing this infrared thermometer made by Mecurate. So let's go ahead and pop open the box. And in the box, you get a small little thermometer here, which is for measuring stuff like meat if you're cooking on a barbecue. I'm not going to be testing or looking at it right now. There's not much to it. You've just got a metal probe here, and then 4 buttons which say on, off, switching between Fahrenheit and Celsius, hold, and max and minimum, which just let you change some settings. Not too bothered with that. However, what we're really interested in here is this. So inside the box, you get your infrared thermometer. You pop open the bottom, like so. Then it takes 2 AAA batteries, which they do provide in some very difficult to open plastic packaging. You've got a trigger down here to turn on the device. And on the back, you've got a mode button. A button that lets you turn the laser on and off for aiming. Since the sensor is here and the laser is up here, if you're trying to measure stuff quite nearby, they won't match up exactly, but it's not too much of an issue. So to turn on the device, all you do is you hold down the trigger and the screen turns on and you get this nice little aiming laser. And now if you look at how wide the lasers are, those will actually provide measurements at distances since they have calibrated the spread of the lasers. But on the screen, you'll get your temperature, you'll get an indicator that the laser's on, and if you try to measure something that's too hot or too cold, the screen will actually blink red and flash at you. So I'm going to go get an ice cube now so I can demonstrate that. So then I've now got an ice cube, and if I point the measurer at it, you should be able to see, yep, so as you can see it starts flashing red and it informs me that it's at negative 11 degrees. Now at the bottom here it will actually tell you the max temperature it's measured, which right now is 26.9, but if I was to measure the inside of my hand, that will now pop up to 33.9 since my hand's about 34 degrees. Now what you can also do is by pressing mode, you can cycle between Celsius and Fahrenheit. You can set the highest temperature before the alarm goes off, lowest temperature before the alarm goes off, emissivity, which is basically a setting which you might want to change if you're measuring different kinds of objects. It comes preset at 0.95, which is best for most objects, and you just get a few other settings and then it starts cycling back through. And now this thermometer can actually measure in between negative 50 degrees and up to 600 degrees Celsius, which is about negative 58 to 1112 Fahrenheit. And you can actually see here on the sides the actual measuring distances for what each width of laser means. Now then, as for my final thoughts on this thermometer, I quite like it. It's very lightweight. And now while some people may think lightweight means poor quality, that's actually not true. And lightweight, I'm actually pretty impressed how they've managed to get quite an impressive device down to this quite low weight. And as you can see here, it's only 143 grams, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, it's a nifty, accurate device, so if you're looking at getting this, I would recommend that you do.
Kind of a flip open box. Again, quality good. Not super excellent, but certainly good. The first thing you see is this operator's manual in English on this side and German on this side. So being European, it looks like it's meeting all the CE approvals. Looking into the box, you have the sensor itself. Plastic, nice coloring. Overall quality looks very good. As a bonus, this was all on Amazon. There's a food sensor that is provided. Oh, can't get it out easily. Came through the table. Okay, has some buttons up here. I'm not sure I really like this food thermometer that much. There's a lot of buttons up here where it looks like liquids or could get dirty, but good to have a spare, I guess, and it was kind of for free. And finally, some batteries. It's nice that they include them. I'm never thrilled to see off-brand batteries. I'd rather see Eveready or Duracell or something. I think it just gives that quality nudge up. Again, this was very inexpensive. I think the whole kit was in the $20 US dollar range. So it's hard to complain too much. These batteries feel very light, so I don't expect that they'll last too long. But I'll try it out.
Okay, I'm getting ready to take a measurement of temperature off the wall. You'll see that the triangular red laser warning is on, showing that the laser is supposed to be operational, and I'm aiming slightly upwards, so if the laser activates, you can see that. And you can see right here that the laser symbol is clearly showing that we're in the laser mode, and the laser is not operating. Change batteries just to make sure. No laser.